everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I'm going to give some advice to those who are going through some slow sales. The summer it's just a little bit slow for a lot of us, and I kind of tried to warn a bunch of you a couple months back that the summer was going to get slow, but we are in the thick of summer right now, and this is prime time slowdown, so this is just some advice, maybe some tips that can maybe help you feel a little bit more motivated during this time of year. So the first one that is just always something I will recommend is to list new items. And this is so important to do, especially during the summer slowdown, because you need more things for people to search from. If you just keep your closet the same size, people are not going to find new things that they want to find from you. And also, your items are not going to show up in the just in feed, which is proven to be a way that people search for items. So if you're not listing new pieces, people are not going to be shopping from your closet, and your items are probably going to be stale. So it's so important to be listing new items every day, but more importantly, it's important to up that number of listings over the summer and list as much as you possibly can each day. This will ensure that you will have way more consistent sales than prior. The next thing that's important to maybe do is to take a look at the keywords that you are using in your closet and make sure that your listings are descriptive, and make sure that you're using those style tags, because those style tags actually help your listings sell more than you probably think they do. So check your listings, make sure you're using descriptor words, make sure you're using keywords that are things that people are searching for, and maybe do some research on things that are really trendy, and maybe try to use those styles. If somebody has a really trendy style and you also have a piece like that in your closet, maybe try and use those kind of words that are going to help that listing sell more. Keywords are so important, and also just using those style tags, they're going to help your listings come up, because if you're just, describing the shirt as large blouse or something like that, it's not going to show up because people are not necessarily just typing that into a browser. They're typing in a specific shirt, they're typing in a style, or they're looking for a boxy or a cropped fit or something like that. So if you're not being specific, your items are just not going to show up in other people's search feeds. The next piece of advice I'm going to give is to make sure that you're sending offers, and make sure that those offers are good offers, because you could be sending out offers every day, but if they're not good offers, people are not going to accept. And so if you're sending like $5 off, or 5% or 10%, like those are things that people aren't going to really be that interested in. You might have to up those offers to like 20-30%, especially in the summer months. And I generally build in a buffer into my listing prices so that I have that buffer to send out. So it may seem like I'm sending a really, really large offer, but it's because I built in that buffer. So if you don't have that buffer built in, maybe start building it in, and then that way you could send out better offers. And when people see a really good offer, they're more enticed to want to purchase. And that also goes for if you can give them a shipping discount, or if you give them free shipping. Now, I don't normally stress doing this because you actually lose out on a lot of money by giving that shipping discount or the free shipping. But if it works for you and you're finding success doing it in the summer, then by all means do it. But I think definitely sending out offers at the bare minimum is very, very important. The next piece of advice is to just keep going. Now, this may sound easier said than done, and I know it's very easy to get discouraged. I've been there, I've done it. I've gotten very discouraged myself, but just keep going, just keep listing, don't stop what you're doing, and stay focused, and try not to think about the fact that sales are slow, because that's not really going to help you get anywhere. Just think about what you can do to improve your closet. There's literally always something that you can do, and that downtime in your closet is so important. So you could always use it to take better photos, to list more, to work on drafts, to edit your listings, to relist those items, to do your research on brands. There's literally always something you can do. So even if you have a very slow period, use it to do something else that's going to help you be more productive, and you'll just have way more luck doing this. The next piece of advice is to post a variety of items. Don't stick to a specific size or brand or category. I've really kind of branched out, and I've kind of sold everything. I have kids, home, women's, men's, shoes, purses, like every kind of category on Poshmark that you can think of, I've had. I've even actually had pets, which I know is a very small category on Poshmark, but I've actually sold 2 pet bowls. a couple of years back. So I just think it's a great idea to expand because you never know who's going to want to bundle different things. You never know who's looking for what. Maybe, you know, you have a very large clothing store, but you don't have a lot of other items. Or maybe you have a lot of men's items, but you don't have a lot of women's items or even kids' items. It's always good to have a variety. You never know who's going to be searching for something, or, you know, you might be able to just build your buyer base if you just have a variety of items. And I've noticed since I started having a variety of items, I'm actually selling a lot more items and different items. And that also goes for sizes. Don't have the same size, have a variety of sizes. I have anything from extra, extra, extra small to like a 5X in my closet. And I will have all those sizes because everyone's looking for a different size. Some people are looking to bundle, some people aren't. So you want to be prepared with different styles and sizes and brands and categories, and that's going to help you have the most success on the platform. The last piece of advice I'm going to give, and this is an important one because I know it's so easy to look at other people and their success and get discouraged. Try not to take what others are doing so personally, and don't let it affect your business, because at the end of the day, you don't know what somebody else is going through. And I know personally, like, I've seen in the past a lot of sellers that I'm friends with or just on, you know, different social media posting these giant package stacks, or, you know, all of their shipping label receipts being printed, and it kind of seems like, wow, they're making a lot of sales. Or say the person who's posting like their seller insights, and they're saying that they made a lot of money this past month. Say they made $100,000 or something crazy. And, you know, it's easy to look at them and be like, okay, well, they're successful. Why am I not? Like, what am I doing wrong? And at the end of the day, you're probably not doing anything wrong. You don't really know their whole story. And I actually did talk to somebody once, and I kind of asked, like, what are your cost of goods if you're selling, you know, hundreds and thousands of items every month? Like, how are you getting this, and what are your cost of goods? And I remember them telling me that their cost of goods was actually on the higher side, and they were paying up for each item. Versus someone like me, who I'm only purchasing items for around, you know, $0 to $1 per item. And so at the end of the day, we're probably netting pretty equally because their cost of goods per item is actually pretty high. So therefore, their net profit at the end of the day is lower, but they're not telling you that. And that's how a lot of people are. And people just kind of like having other people tell them, like, oh, they're doing great. Like, and I know we all get like that little adrenaline rush, that little ego boost when someone tells us, oh, look at that amazing package stack that you have. That's pretty awesome. And it feels good, and we've all done it. I know, myself included. But it's so easy to look at that and think, I'm not doing anything successful because I don't have those kind of sales, or I don't have a giant package stack. And it almost makes you feel like when you only have 2 sales and somebody has 50 sales going out, that like you didn't have a successful weekend. Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you only have a couple listings in your closet. You really never know what somebody else is going through. And it's so important to kind of keep that in mind and don't overanalyze. Don't get discouraged when you see somebody else posting that they're like having a crazy successful month. You can definitely ask them how you can, you know, do what they're doing. But just keep in mind that they might not be telling you the full truth, or they might be kind of sugarcoating it. And a lot of the times, those people that are paying a lot for each item are probably not telling you that because no one really wants to advertise that. They just want to advertise how much money they're making. So keep that in mind and try not to get discouraged when you see another seller's gigantic package stack, or when they post their screenshot saying they made thousands of dollars and you're like, how did they do that? What is their cost of goods? Keep it in mind, there's probably more truth to the story. Okay, so I hope this video helped you, and I hope you feel a little bit more inspired, especially when sales are slow. This summer has been a little tough for a lot of us, and I'm hoping things will get better as the fall comes. But these are all things that I recommend doing over the summer. It'll help you, you know, avoid really, really slow sales. I know I've been doing all of these, and it's really been helping me, and it's been helping me at least get daily sales through the summer. If you want to see another video on maybe things that you should stop doing on Poshmark that is affecting your closet and your sales, you could click right here. And if you want to see another video on maybe some hacks that you should do on Poshmark that are going to help you have more success, you could click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.